Hey there, DelmarvaLife Sports Director Zach Parnes here, and today I'm making an awesome dessert in the kitchen for NFL kickoff. We're also talking about our NFL kickoff special right here on WBOC. It's showtime.
It is the week we have all been waiting for.
Football!
Yes!
It's back! And that means it's time for the WBOC NFL Kickoff Special, and we can't think of a better way to celebrate than to have WBOC Sports Director Zach Parnes in the DelmarvaLife Kitchen.
What up, everybody?
Whether you like football or not, you're going to like what you make, right?
Yes, I think so. But I always think that. I always think, kind of the stuff that I make can actually turn out to be semi-okay. Now, spoiler alert here, I've never actually made what we're making today, but I read this recipe. I was so intrigued by it, I wanted to try it out here with you guys and also for you guys to try out at home. So, hey, we're all going to experiment here together just before the start of the season, just like we got to experiment with rosters, depth charts, etc.
Okay, so what are we making?
All right, so we're actually making dessert hummus today, so you guys know what normal hummus kind of entails. This one going to be very similar kind of in style in that we're still using some good old-fashioned chickpeas, garbanzos, whatever you want to call them, but we're adding some dessert elements. We got almond butter, cocoa powder, maple syrup, vanilla extract, so lots of sweet things that are going to make this give it that dessert
I like
flavor.
how you put the dessert elements on my side.
Yes,
which means that
gave him the chickpea. Wait, is all he doing?
That's done for a reason.
Oh,
folks.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
You want to
open
start
the
with
can
me
and
then?
dump them out?
All right, so here's what we're going to do, Mike.
Yes.
This is going to be a lot of fun for you, my
I'm
friend.
excited then.
So in order to get the hummus really smooth and creamy, we gotta peel the chickpeas.
Excuse me?
And that is a lot of fun, man. And that's why I saved it for you.
You would make me do this, wouldn't you?
We know that those big hands of yours are gonna be perfect for shelling the tiny little shells of a garbanzo bean. So that's step number one over here.
Okay.
So first off, drain, and then you're gonna pull these apart. Now keep in mind this is optional, but everything that I've read has told me that if you actually peel the shells, take the time to do this, it's well worth your while. So then from there,
this
Mike,
for now.
yeah,
I got you. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. You and
thought of him
Lisa,
doing it one at a time is really great.
you and Lisa, just just go ahead and just do what you need to do.
Okay, so we're gonna forget Michael exists for a half second
that's fine.
here. And
I'll
we're
be
going to
over
come
here.
to the measuring out of some of the more dessert elements.
How did I end up on this show anyways?
That's a great question. I walked in, I said the same thing. So ultimately, we need a lot of different dessert elements here that are going to get things going. Almond butter, probably the key of your fatty ingredients to go along with the kind of fats from this chickpea. So we're going to use a 1/4 cup of almond butter, Lisa, if you don't mind.
All right.
Look at that fresh, beautiful jar.
Stir it? Or just
It says no stir on the jar,
Oh, okay.
but the jar has been known to lie from time to time.
Any
in my
particular
experience.
bowl?
No,
Okay.
let's go. We're non-discriminating here.
Guess what? We have to
Yeah.
stir.
No doubt, but that's okay.
At least
Hey Zach,
two.
you sure you don't want to
Guys,
trade
sometimes there
jobs?
needs to be a little bit of effort, to get yourself ready for things. I mean, half of football is prep after all, right?
Right.
That's true. Preparation is key.
No doubt.
And you got to see preparation from all three of the local teams. So what did you think of all three teams in training camp?
Oh man, all three teams that we cover here, so Philadelphia, the Washington football team, and Baltimore, they all brought really special things to the table, but ultimately, I really like what the Ravens are cooking right now. I think that they could have a real chance to maybe make a run down the line. Who knows, maybe a little Super Bowl visit. I don't want to jinx anything for you guys, but we'll see how it goes.
Already saying those two words.
I know, yeah. We got to be
about
careful
that.
about
Okay,
those.
what else
We
we
got to
got?
take those out. So ultimately, next we got a couple tablespoons of maple syrup, please. So 2 to 3 tablespoons. This one says kind of to taste, so you can even use 1 here. But you know what? We're making it sweet, so
came out
why
fast.
not? There we go. Bingo.
There we go.
Perfect. All right, that seems like 2 to 3 right there.
Yeah.
I'm all about it.
Somewhere.
2.5 now of the cocoa powder, which if we do 3, I'm not going to complain about having a little extra cocoa powder in there, Lisa.
Okay.
No
Neither
doubt.
would I.
2.5.
How's it going over here? This is so painstaking.
This is interesting.
Tune in on Friday.
This is one for the DelmarvaLife group reel
next
right here.
Wednesday on DelmarvaLife.
We'll see you then, no doubt. All right,
Okay.
and then after that, I think we're just missing a teaspoon kind of thing here, but we can always approximate if we
I
need.
can approximate
Yeah,
a
give me a
teaspoon.
little eyeball 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. That seems to be about it.
This
If
is
we need to
actually
add
easier.
more afterwards, we will.
This is actually easier than I thought it would be. I'm not
Really?
gonna lie. They just
Okay,
peel off.
This is where we need the magic of TV.
Yes.
We're the magic of TV. We're gonna have all these, I guess, peeled.
Yes.
And we're gonna finish this off.
We'll see you next
And we're
Wednesday.
gonna talk about this whole NFL special that's happening
yeah.
tonight. Stick
Yeah.
around, DelmarvaLife. We'll be right back. All right, we're back in the DelmarvaLife Kitchen. WBOC Sports Director Zach Parnes. We are making some dessert hummus, and
yes.
we have to admit something. Mike failed us. He did not shell all of the garbanzo beans.
I had like 20 done. It was
so we're just, for time consideration, we're just going to go ahead and go forward.
I appreciate Mike falling on the sword, no doubt.
Yeah.
But just like our NFL special tonight, which we'll be talking about, we got to get this thing on the road.
Yeah, we got to get this on the road. So what are we going to do here?
So we take all the wet ingredients from beforehand in the cocoa powder. Lisa, go right ahead. Introduce, and I'm also going to introduce the half-shelled garbanzo beans. Not looking at anybody on the set.
No one's fault.
And then we're just going to blend this for about 1 to 2 minutes or so. Might need 3 if you got some extra shells in there like we do. But we're going to go for it anyways and see how it works out here for us.
You're going to have to help me with this.
I got you. Don't worry. Ready?
Yeah.
And bing.
There we go.
There we go.
All
Blend that on low, high.
Oh, you guys are going to have to shout.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hello? Can you hear me?
All right, let's talk NFL special.
Yeah, no doubt. This is great. The power of the pulse control.
We kind of gave you the softball about how all 3 teams. The Ravens did in the offseason deal with COVID, and Lamar Jackson was out for a brief period of time.
Absolutely.
Do you think that becomes an issue this season in the NFL?
I think that becomes an issue. I also think them losing J.K. Dobbins is going to be a serious issue this year. And we get into that in the NFL special where we have full breakdowns of that team, also the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team and what to expect. We've also got predictions on how those teams could finish this year. But yeah, I mean, COVID's going to be an issue for all of them, Mike. It's going to be another mitigated risk. Already a lot of teams in training camp. I know we as media members had to jump through a lot of hoops just to be able to get there, to prove a negative COVID test, arrive with a vaccination card, et cetera, et cetera. They're straight up getting real serious about this.
All right,
there we go. Now we got to blend. Absolutely perfect.
All right, but I have to ask you something.
Sure.
All week, you guys have been talking about this special local surprise. If you like local sports. So you're going to tell us what that is right now.
We're not going anywhere. We're not trying that until you tell us.
All right, I don't know if I can reveal that without losing my job, so I got to keep it for what it is right now. What I will say, though, is that if you love high school and college sports on the peninsula, this announcement is going to be right up your alley. It's something really special that we've had in the works for a little bit of time now, and now we're actually starting to see the return.
Okay, so tell us what it is.
Or else you end up in there. My hand's the next ingredient in there. Well, you guys are just going to have to watch and find out tonight. It's going to be really great, though, for fans of SU, Dell State University, and if you went to any high school in the area and love catching up on the athletics, that's another way to do so. So it's coming tonight, 7 p.m. WBOC. Make sure that you tune in. It's going to be a great time, without a doubt.
I tell you what we're going to do.
Okay.
We're going to let Mr. Food take over for a little bit.
Sure.
We are going to come back to end the show, and this will be all done. How's that sound?
Perfect.
And there it is. That is our hummus, chocolate hummus, or dessert hummus, if you will.
Garnished with a couple chocolate chips.
Of course.
Because we found them here, and we were like, why not?
Why
now, you
not?
can serve these with pita chips. We got pretzels here. Should be a good combination. Let's see how we did. I just broke the pretzel in the
Oh my goodness, that's really good. And
That is
it's
actually good.
healthy too, because you're using maple syrup instead of sugar. You're using the almond butter, so
Yeah.
awesome.
This is a great healthy game day snack. Make you a big hit.